I never sleep, cause sleep is the cousin of death.
So I keep one eye open like CBS.
Don't sleep, TV.
It's your boy Popeye representing that Don't Sleep TV. And I'm chilling out here right now with Philly's finest. When I say Philly's finest, Philly's female finest. And she goes by the name
Lee Mazin. You already know it's your girl. TLM rapper 215. We out in New York with it.
No doubt, no doubt. So Lee Mazin, see if you got a chance to kick it with you. Right now, matter of fact, we in Daddy House Studios in New York City. You know what I mean? A lot of hits be making in here. So you know she's in here. Another hit's about to come out. So you know what I mean? So we had the chance to come and kick it with her. So tell us a little something a little something about Lee Mazin. Like, you know, what part of Philly you from?
Well, I grew up in South Philly, Southwest, and Delaware County. So I was a little bit of everywhere. But my whole family, both sides, is from South Philly. I grew up in South Philly, so that's what I normally, you know, mostly rap. I've been doing music. I just came up on my 3rd year. I started at like the top of 2011, and you know it just took off way faster than I ever imagined. Like within the first 6 months of me recording, I was being spent on both radio stations, both 2 of the top radio stations in Philly.
Okay.
And it just kept going from there.
Okay, so what's the name of that song that was catching that buzz?
It was a freestyle.
Oh wow, it was
a freestyle over Big Sean's ass beat. And that's the song that got me going.
Okay, then. I like that. So you started your own little buzz in your own city,
yeah,
and it started popping for you.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And now you're growing out of that, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to go to other states and other cities now.
Of course.
No doubt. So, I mean, before we go in deep, how do you feel about the females in the music game right now?
I'm honestly a fan of a few other female artists other than myself. I think the females is our time, but a lot of things that we lack are the 2 biggest things that we lack actually is support and unity within ourselves in the female community. Not even just in the entertainment field, just period. Us as women, I don't think we support each other or embrace each other enough. And I think this year is going to be a little bit different because I see it happening. I actually did a track in my city and I invited a few other females top on the track with me, and we made it happen. So that was pretty dope. But you know, I think it's the year for the females. I got a lot of things that I'm working on. So you know, this definitely, I'm gonna speak for myself. This is definitely my year.
Oh, definitely. So 2014 is your year.
Yeah, but I think altogether as a whole, the females, I'm a fan of a lot more females than I am males, and that's not being biased or anything. It's just I respect the grind that the females is putting in. I don't think we're getting enough shine and enough light that we deserve, because there's a lot of females who working harder than the males out here.
True that.
Who can actually spit harder than a lot of these guys.
Way better. Got a lot of females out here that can spit way better than y'all do.
Yeah.
And Lee Mazin is one of them, and I'm co-starring.
Don't sleep.
Believe that.
TV.
Blow. You know what I'm saying?
Hey yo, this the Mad Rapper. And I don't care who first or who last. All I want to know who giving me some ass at the drop of a dime, baby.
I just started off, set it off, Frankie in the building. Hand up on the trigger like the clip is filled with venom. Sticking movers in them, been winning from the beginning. Since Jay was rocking with Missy and Nina was rocking Tim's. I'm 3 years in, but 2 years strong. That's 2 years long and 1 year gone. Look, I'm still killing shit. Said you're numb to my bullshit, you're still feeling it. Little cocky, real late.
How your relationship with female artists from Philly? I heard you say that you did a record with female artists in your city, and if I'm right, called Set It Off, if I'm correct?
Yeah.
Right. So how's like the relationship out there with female artists?
I'm good with everybody in my city. The legends, Miss Jade, Bianca J, Nina Ross, all of them, they all took me in. One of the people on my team, he worked with Eve as well, so I'm looking to do something with her. You know, she getting married and she doing her own thing now, but you know that's gonna happen in due time. That's gonna be big for Philly because I looked up the Eve coming up, so that's gonna be major. But all the legends, like they accepted me with open arms, so they look out. Anything I need, favors is returned, shows, everything. So that means a lot to me because I grew up listening to all of them. And with the new wave, like I said, there's a lot of females that I really dig, even from my city. And I don't look at it like, even if it is competition, it should be friendly competition. And that's what I'm trying to push. I'm trying to push the envelope for that. Like, let's have fun again and not be so, everything don't have to be a beef and she better than you and she better than you. I want to have fun again, especially in my city, because I feel like Philly got the talent. We just not pushing it right. So it's time to change
Philly
that.
definitely has talent. Yeah.
I'm good with all the females in my city.
No doubt. It's a lot of so hold up. So press pause right there. What influenced you more or less to be in this game, no matter of fact? You know, I mean, I know a lot of female, but what really, like, what you was doing before this that made you influence you to get in this music business?
Well, I did a year of college. I went to Del State University. I majored in psychology. Growing up, I always thought that was the right thing for me. I was always good at it, but when I went to actually learn about it and major in it and get that degree, I realized that wasn't for me. So I was going to change my major, transfer schools, try something different. But during my break off, top of 2011, I actually like bumped into music. I more so fell in love with music, and I just kept going. So my inspiration was basically just finding something new to do. I was always pretty good with words. I always wrote poems, short stories, stuff like that. So it was always kind of easy for me to freestyle and put some words together. But when I actually sat down and started writing and started thinking about it and picking music out and trying to make beats and stuff like that, that's when I really, really embraced the whole culture of hip hop, and I just fell in love with it from there.
Be around these people, and you know, how does that feel for you? Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's a blessing, but I've been around. I met a whole lot of different people so far in my journey that I learned a lot from, and it's just a blessing to realize that a lot of these people that I'm bumping into and I'm doing songs with, that I'm collabing with, I just was watching on TV a couple years ago, so that they give me more motivation to keep going and just never stop. So
that's good.
It is a male-dominant profession, but you know, you gotta earn the level of respect, and once you get it, you gotta keep it. And I think that's where I'm at this point in time. Okay. I got another question for you. Like, I walked in here tonight, and I bumped into a legend, one of the illest producers in the game, and one of the funniest guys that do many skits on albums. Right. And we talking about DDOT, aka Bad Rapper. And how is it working with him? Because I see he's working with you a lot, and I see he's co-signing you too. Yeah, so that's something big, because he worked with the Notorious B.I.G. and he's working with you now. So that's big. So that I like to know, like, what's the work like? And like, how the energy feels when y'all work. It's a blessing. I'm at DDOT probably about going on 2 years now. But we just really started working like the past couple months. But he always showed me love. Just to be around him, you can learn a lot from him. He's very humble. He's very blunt, gonna be all the way honest with you, and I like having people like that around, because nobody want to be around a whole bunch of yes men. Yes man, definitely. He's talented. His archive is crazy, and we just hit the road. He's been on tour with me. This is my third day on the tour actually. We've been on tour with me the whole time, and we've been just learning and intaking everything that he's spitting out, because he's gonna spit some stuff to you that you can apply to everything in life, not even just music. Because he's been around a lot, he's seen a lot, he did a lot, he earned a lot. So, you know, smart guy. Production is crazy still to this day. And like I tell everybody, if you play some songs for that and he don't do his Diddy Bop dance for you, you gotta dance. How to dance? Show the Doc dance. But he do his little shimmy, his little shaking. And if he don't do that dance for you, then 9 times out of 10 you probably not all the way feeling what you're playing. So that's how you know when you got something. That's one thing I learned about him. And the Set It Off record, he actually helped me with it. I sent the invitation out. I put it out. I did it in the previous interview that I did with Hip Hop Since 1987. I sent the invitation out. I had a few females hit me back, and he helped me with the idea. We came up with the Set It Off concept, and now we're about to shoot the video for it. So that's gonna be pretty dope for the city too. Okay, that's what's up. There's 3 questions I want to ask you. Are you single? You dating? Or are you taking? I'm single. You single? Okay. I'm single. You single? Would you rather a rich man, or would you rather a regular Joe? A regular Joe? Like a regular person. I don't really go for what your pockets is worth. It's more about what type of person you are. And as long as you can meet me halfway with something, then we good. So it don't really matter what your account looking like. That's what we like.
So what you got coming up next for the people? And you know what I mean, I know you have a mixtape coming, and I know you have a song called "Blow" and "Set It Off" out there. That's your warm up. So are you dropping a mixtape? An album coming? Like what you got?
Well, like you said, I got Blowouts. Make sure y'all get it off iTunes. The Set It Off record featuring Miss J, Lane Bean, Townie Victoria. That's out now. I'm about to drop another record called Soul Food featuring some of the hottest up and coming dudes from my city. So that's gonna be pretty dope. And that just working. You know, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram at Lee Mazin. Everything is straight through LeeMazin. LeeMazin.com. Reverb Nation / Lee Mazin. Anything with a search engine, just type Lee Mazin in and something will pop up.
No doubt. But before we get out of here, I want to ask you a question that I think, you know what I mean, that people want to know. Even I would like to know. You worked with Lil Snoop.
Yeah.
And he was a very talented young dude. I watched him on the gram, I watched him on the internet, and I see that boy is very fire.
Yeah.
So how it was working with Lil Snoop, and rest in peace to Lil Snoop before we go any further. And since he been, you know, he been gone, how it been, you know, how do you take it? How do you know what I mean?
Oh, honestly, it's probably one of the best people I think I've ever met in my life, and I'm not just saying that because of the situation, but just being around him. Like he was the youngest person in every room that we walked into. He probably was the youngest person, but had the biggest heart, the biggest spirit, the most motivation. And I never witnessed anybody, and I started off freestyling. I still freestyle to this day, but I never witnessed anybody in person be able to spit off the top of their head like that continuously. And that's a gift. Like anybody can sit down and write words and make them rhyme, but to be able to just do it freely, like that's really coming from your heart. That's something that you're born with, and I think he was born with that, just like myself. But like I learned from him. He motivated me to keep freestyling. Like, all right, the more you do it, the more you're gonna perfect it. And he had it like down pat. You tell him to rap about a trash can, he gonna rap about a trash can. And just being around him, I'm happy that I got the chance to be around him for the 6 to 8 months that I did. We did our first tour together, burned the stage down together, did a bunch of freestyles on camera together. We got a video together yesterday. We got a couple songs that's gonna be released this summer as well. So now it was just all about keeping his name alive, because he got a crazy fan base, and everybody say the same thing, just like you introduced him. It's like it's not one person that I've met yet that could say they didn't like him or his music or what he was reaching.
Yeah, what he reaching about.
You know, that was my favorite Dream Chaser. So.
I don't doubt. But since you're talking about freestyle a lot over here, and I'd like to put you on the spot. Can you kick a freestyle for us? I mean, you say you freestyle, you like Snoop, freestyle. Can you get Don't Sleep a little freestyle?
I can spit a couple rhymes, do it from the mind, take a little time, spit what's on my mind. Don't sleep TV, cause I'm dream chasing. A lot of girls out here and they be faking. Rest in peace to Lil Snoop. I be killing it from here, Philly to the boot. Back to LA, straight to the Bay. Go down to Atlanta, Chi-Town next. You know that I'm the best. I'm spitting from the flesh. You know that I'm the best because I'm better than the rest. And this is off the top but the dome. This is off the top but my head. No sleep TV, don't sleep TV. That means I never see the bed. Hotel to hotel, show to show. Next thing you know, the single I drop blow. Next song next, I won't tell you the name. You just gotta stick around cause I'm on my road to fame. Road to riches, came from the rags. I don't want the shoes, you can keep the bags. I just want the lights, I just want the stage. I just want my name, lights, and the fame. You can keep everything plus the hate. It's nothing to debate or hesitate, contemplate who's the best. It's Lee Mazin, no contemplate, and I got them debating, wishing they could take my spot, but they can't because I'm hot, too drop to get it. Too fly, I'm on tour now, this is day 3. Who can mess with Lee? Point them out, nobody. I'm right here, what's your name? Say that out again.
P-O-P-E-Y-E.
P-O-P-E-Y-E. Popeye.
All day. Yo, we thank Lee Mazin for coming out and chilling with Don't Sleep TV. I want everybody going to check her project. It's crazy. She's moving right now. She's day 3 on her tour.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Y'all gonna get that stuff. You know what I mean? Don't sleep.
Don't sleep. TV.